Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're preparing for RBI Grade B Legal Officer exam, one of the most crucial and often scoring areas is legal drafting. But let me tell you, this is not about writing flowery essays. Legal drafting is all about clarity, structure, relevance, and professionalism. So, in today's video, I'm giving you a practical and exam focused breakdown of how to approach legal drafting in a way that helps you stand out and not just pass the exam. We will also cover some real uh, courtroom practices, like including verification clauses and a list of annexures, which most candidates skip on, but it can really give you an edge. So let's begin. Before you start drafting, step one is to read and deconstruct the question. Understand exactly what is being asked. Is it a plaint, an affidavit, a petition, a contract? Identify the format clearly. Then spot the embedded legal issues. For example, is the dispute about breach of contract? Is it a claim for specific performance? Your drafting flow depends entirely on what issue you're dealing with, right? Next, planning is everything. Once you know what you're drafting, you plan your structure. Mentally outline the content or make a written outline, whatever works best for you. um, Prioritize points that carry legal weight. Examiners want to see logic and a logical flow, not random points thrown around. Right? Now, another important thing that you should understand is that it is not an essay. Legal documents follow strict formatting. So use proper cause title, proper mention of parties and their addresses, right? And then you structure your content in numbered points. You end it with verification clause or an affidavit, or as well as probably a list of annexures wherever it applies. So you refer back to class templates or sample formats that you have practiced so far. Having a mental image of a proper draft will help you write quickly and correctly, right? Now, clarity is key. So use simple and direct language, right? Avoid using uh, legalese or legal jargons. Keep your sentences short, and ensure that each paragraph sort of serves a clear purpose. Remember, concise is impressive. Next, you use your law smartly. Now, what does this mean? The idea is wherever applicable, you quote the exact section numbers. For example, you can quote Section 10 of Indian Contract Act of 1872 if you're talking about the essential elements of a valid contract. If you know a landmark case, briefly name it as well as the judgment that it gave, but do not dump five cases unnecessarily. Only mention the cases which is identical to the same facts and circumstances of your case, and ideally a judgment or a case law which substantiates your argument. Then you use legal terminology, but carefully. Use terms like void ab initio or prima facie, but only if you're confident about their usage. Wrong usage can cost you more than skipping them. Another important thing is you cover both sides of the question. If the question demands, consider the counter argument too. So, this shows the depth in practical courtroom awareness, only if the question demands so. Then, you maintain a logical flow. Use headers, numbered paragraphs, transitional phrases. Your draft should feel like a coherent argument, not a stitched up summary. Next is you stick to the given facts only. Never invent facts. Base everything on what's given in the question, either organize them chronologically or by relevance. Then, the next important thing is drafting the prayer. Now, be precise. What do you want the court to do? So, you can start by saying that it is most respectfully prayed that XYZ, followed by, whatever specific relief you are trying to seek. Vague prayers reflect poor preparation. Now, a verification clause. Now, this is crucial in formal pleadings. A verification clause is basically a sworn statement by the drafter confirming that the facts mentioned are true to their knowledge or belief. As per Order 6 of Rule 15 of the CPC, it is mandatory. So, this is one of the model verifications that you can sort of have a look at, or you can start off by something that I, Rajesh Kumar, do hereby verify that paragraphs 1 to 5 are true to my knowledge and paragraphs 6 to 8 are based on information believed to be true. And then you say that it is verified at XYZ city on so and so date, right? So always remember that you sign and you also add a date below this clause. Now, coming to annexures. Now, this is a practical but often overlooked step. In real practice and even in exams, you can mention supporting documents as annexures. Like Annexure A is the copy of the agreement, Annexure B is the email correspondence. Whatever documents you are referring to or have made an argument upon. So, such documents are ideally the documents which are submitted to the court to cross verify what you have argued upon. So you do not have to draft the full documents, but make a list at the end of the draft. Reference them properly in your content, as you can see in the picture that I've attached here. So this shows that you understand legal drafting quite well. Now, lastly, a final review of entire draft is a must. Check for grammar, flow, missing sections, inconsistencies. Make sure your defined terms are used in same way throughout. Read it once from the examiner's point of view. Would you find it easy to follow and grade? And then you can move on. Lastly, you practice with timed mocks. Focus on quality and speed. Swap drafts with peers for honest feedback. If you have access to model answers, compare your format and flow, right? So here's your final checklist. Master these, and you are not just writing a draft, you're presenting yourself as a legal officer in the making. I'm holding a revision class on the 6th of August where all these pointers are discussed along with some discussion on some key drafts. I will be giving away the PDFs of these drafts too. If you're someone who thinks that revision might help you, I am looking forward to seeing you in the class. Until then, if this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. Drop your legal drafting doubts in the comments. I'm here to help. See you in the next one.